Now, Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out is a slice-of-life comedy manga that was released in 2017. In 2020, in July, they plopped that bad boy on television, and that's when Twitter decided to explode in anger at the large, comically funny Han Dung Dongaroos. Anyways, you get what I mean. She's got great personality, and this is obviously all created from the male perspective. As I watch the anime for myself, because a lot of people around the internet are just throwing shade and hating on this character when they really have no idea about it. And it's plain to see that some people directly say that I've never even watched the anime, but I hate this character. Oh my god. Oh my god. Dude, she's awful. She's a horrible character. Her shirt says super huge, by the way.
まあ私はいつも腰より肩すけだね。
肩？お前、何をいきなり？
すいません。私マッサージとかされるとつい声出ちゃって、昔から肩こりひどくて。
そりゃまあ。
Oh my god.
そりゃあれ。
あれ近づいてない。
めっちゃでかい。え？なんだこれ？クラゲ？タコ？マンボウ？てかやるかなんか怖っ。正直 VR 侮ってたけどすごいわ。
No! Look at her face! Alright, who wrote this? Okay? This is like truly a man's perspective. Like, this is ridiculous. And I think there's a lot to hate about this character that's pretty obvious, like a few things here. And if you watch the anime at all, this character is obsessing over this guy. Well, in a way, so far from what I've seen. And she just hangs out with him all the time, would stalk him even if he wouldn't let her hang out with him. And this guy is just cold. He's laid back, quote unquote, but he's just pretty angry and cold and wants to be left alone. And oftentimes says that he wants to bash this girl for pestering him. Now, as I watched over it, there was a few parts that made me laugh, but I can definitely see that this is a misogynistic anime. There's no need for certain scenes to be happening. Massage chair scene and like the bouncing weird thing that you vibrate while you stand on. Mentioning vibrating and stuff right now is just kind of, it's making me feel uncomfortable. So we're going to move on. There's this VR scene where it's one of those classic slice of life animes where the guy falls and accidentally grabs something. You know what I mean? I mean, we can say it just as plain as that, as if that's okay. If there's something to be riled up about, the internet is all over it and can't get enough of it. So this girl right here, Uzaki-chan, is another one of those examples. I mean, obviously, a lot of people are saying that this anime is made by P-words for P-words, and I'm not going to say that anymore. I don't want to get too political on this channel because YouTube's been hitting me with human reviews that say I'm talking about abominations and stuff. It's just very ridiculous. But anyways, I mean, this girl, her shirt says super huge, you know, and then she's just obsessing over this guy and wants to hang out with him. Talks about how much more fun it is hanging out with him than it is her girlfriends. A lot of people are getting this guy and this girl confused as boyfriend and girlfriend because of how enthusiastic she is to hang out with her senpai. And so it's a basic slice of life anime, if you get what I'm saying, coming from a male perspective, okay? It is what it is. Let's leave it at that, all right? So a lot of people are trying to say that this is a P-word anime, or maybe it's an anime that's sort of grooming people into being okay with this sort of lifestyle. I think it's pretty extreme because, you know, obviously at the very beginning of the gosh dang show, it shows that she's 18, and then it shows a year go by where the guy is doing that she wants to hang out with is doing nothing and being a loner. And then a year goes by and she says to herself, all right, this is it. No more time for this guy to be a loner. I'm going to hang out with him. Says that she's 19 now. I mean, she just has like a weird body shape, a short haircut, and it's pissing people off, and it's amazing. So there's people out there that are, throwing shade on the creators of this and the people that enjoy it and watch it. I checked it out myself because I had to, and just for research purposes, just for science sake, dude. Now, the great part about all of this is the extreme hellfire that's been brought to Twitter's domain. It's just amazing, honestly, to see human evolution de-evolve so quickly when it comes to topics like this. People are just so utterly pissed off at Uzaki-chan that they're going out of their way to redraw her in ways that they think actually represents a 19-year-old. And the huge argument here is that this person looks too young. Uzaki-chan looks too young. She doesn't look 19. She looks young to people, and that's why people are so upset about her. And if you look at the anime, the way they portray the girl, she's in a lot of like questionable and suspect scenes. So, I mean, inherently, if you don't know the age of this character, you might go directly that way. But if you give it a little leeway and understand where the creator's coming from, you'll understand a little bit more that this is an adult anime made for adults. I gotta say, we should dive into some of the greatest abominations of these recreations. I love it. Twitter's like, some people are legitimately trying to recreate this character so that it's better, so that it comes off more natural, but it just looks so bad every single time. I don't understand why these people are so motivated to change something when they have no skill in that area whatsoever. Why would redraw it like in your own style? It like maybe show off like some adjustments here and there to the body or whatever you want to do, but completely redrawing it in this weird grotesque style of your own is just so entertaining to me. I love looking at these. They're grotesque and amazing. Stuff on Twitter has already changed drastically within the last couple of hours since I've checked out this character on there and people and all their hate and drama that's going on. So let's see what's up with the hashtag Uzaki-chan Wants to hang out and the associated hashtags with it and everybody's redraws of it. So here's somebody's warm-up sketch of what they think this character should look like. So this is the original character here. You can see it's just like overwhelmingly horrible. It's just ridiculous. And then this is their redesign and what they think the character should look like. It's really not much different. I don't really think that it looks much older. I mean, all they really did was kind of like change the hairstyle here to be less of like a boy's haircut, if you want to call it that or give it any kind of label. They gave more of like a classic like anime derpiness here, and they did a lot more with the stomach and shoulders area, and it just seems like they made her body type more masculine in a lot of ways. Now, this problem is all over the world, which is ridiculous to me. It's everywhere. People are all disturbed by this character and want to draw it in their own style and make it quote unquote better. It's pretty ridiculous to me. And I mean, this is like going to be a fine example of like what this anime is about. It's just a lewd adult anime about a girl with a big voluptuous body. It's just kind of like, not that big a deal. Not worth getting crazy over. Not worth doing like 10-hour drawings, if you ask me. Now, I like the shirt. I like the shirt a lot. Instead of saying super huge, it just says "Hoes Mad." Now, if you can translate that into Japanese, I think we got an idea here. Now, here's people going out of their way to show off that it's not that unrealistic. Like, this girl is the same height and body type. The big argument that's going on out there right now is that this girl character has the shape of a baby. And people are saying that she's baby shaped and that being attracted to her is making you straight up the P word if you are attracted to this character whatsoever. And so people are going out of their way to argue that this body type's normal, that it's actually accurate, that there's people out there that look like this, and you can see it out there for yourselves. It's not inaccurate. There's all kinds of body types. Hank Hill even has the same body type as this woman. I've seen it out there. Okay, so this is the post that I was talking about before, where people are saying that if your character looks more like the characters on the left, then you're making a character designed to be young. And if your character looks like a character all the way to the left, then you designed a flippin' baby, okay? And now this person's also trying to go out of their way to say that they made this edit to remove the ridiculously sized chest just to show that this character, in fact, is a child. Although, even though they're going past, the facts of this person being in college and being 20, but they're saying that this character, Uzaki-chan, is indeed a child, and not only a child, but a freaking baby. I mean, you can see the type of people that are attracted to this anime. You know what I mean? You can see the type of person that's into this. Here we go, another example of somebody being similar to Uzaki-chan. I mean, it's out there, people. You don't have to argue so hard and make up so much evidence against something that you don't like. That's the main problem here, is the people taking up arms for arm's sake. Not even giving something a chance. Like, I went out of my way to go watch it, and I cringed, and then I died inside, and then I took a hot shower. But that's fine. Get out there and try it yourself. Now, I think this is a little absurd. This is a little over the top, I don't think this is exactly the redesign that we're looking for, okay? Nice try, all right? Nice try. I appreciate the attempt, but we're going to carry on. That's the thing with Rule 34 artists and stuff like that. The argument is, like, if you're drawing something that looks sus and then you label it as 18 or over, that the characters are 18 or over, it's suspect and it's not a good look. You know what I'm saying? So, I can understand people's argument against this and being like, oh, this is too suspect. It's too gross. This person looks like a kid, blah, blah, blah. People are being groomed for accepting people. And all that argument is pretty extreme, if you ask me. It's pretty extreme. I freaking love this redesign of the characters. I actually think this is great. It's a great redesign. I love that one. Now, this is the kind of redesign that I think we need to see more of. All right? This guy's thinking outside of the box. I mean, like, that knee. The knee right there. All I can look at is the knee. Now, I think we're just falling into just redraws. People are just redrawing it. I'm not even seeing a lot of redesigns here anymore. I'm just seeing people drawing people. Chubby girl go brrr. Yeah, well, I mean, they do. Like, what's wrong with that? That's the problem. That's the argument, is if this was, perhaps a flat-chested 19-year-old man on a vibrating chair, it'd be fine. It'd be totally different. Now, this is when it gets a little crazy. I'm going to read this post because this has gotten so many retweets and likes, and it says, you can say it's official all you want, but being attracted to a character designed to resemble a child counts as being attracted to children, you sicko. That's where the suspect line is drawn, That's where we got to talk about this kind of stuff. Is this too extreme of an idea? I think so. I think that's a little extreme. I don't think anybody's truly, like, thinking that when they're attracted to this character. I don't know who's attracted to this character. You go on TikTok, there's probably some weird kids and neckbeard guys out there that are making videos that are like, oh, I freaking love you, Uzaki-chan. Oh, I love you. But that's probably a small minority. I don't really think you can associate all this extra baggage with this anime, so easily. Now, here we go. We got another person here illustrating that they're like the same body type, that, that Uzaki-chan isn't that extreme. And I gotta say, this is disgusting. Lady, keep your jumblers out of my face, all right? Calm down. I almost gotta think, when you see the wildness of this all, you gotta think that just kids are involved. Kids are hating on this anime because it's a popular thing to hate on, and they're doing their own redraws and redesigns of the character just for hate's sake. That's kind of like where I'm coming at with this. Like, that's my diagnosis of the situation, if you ask me. Now we're getting somewhere, you guys. Now we're truly getting somewhere, okay? This is the redesign I can get behind. If you are attracted to this, you truly are a sicko. Now we can see good female design versus poor female design right here. Okay? Now that's a fine example of how you should make someone and how you shouldn't. Now, this is basically it. The summary of it all. People are really upset at the body type of this character, Uzaki-chan. Okay? They're really upset at Uzaki-chan wants to hang out, and they hate it. All right? They want to change the body type and make sure that people know to never make anime like that again. This shirt that they're wearing. People are so upset about it. So people are thinking that this show is made by peas for peas. Okay? I can't say the word or get too political on my channel. So there's tons of redesigns and people hating on the body type because this character has a shirt that says super huge over Hondong Dongaroos, and she's an annoying kind of character in this anime that is always after her senpai and bugging the hell out of him. And even her senpai often has these moments where he hates this girl and wishes that she would go away. So I feel like a lot of people are picking up on this energy that Uzaki-chan is just a hated character, even from within its own anime. But people will warm up to her, like I think it happens in the anime. You know, people are going to warm up to her over time and realize that they were probably very extreme with what they were assuming about this character. And that's about it. People are just hating on body types out there and really hating on it hard. Now, if Uzaki-chan looked more like this, there probably wouldn't be that much of a problem. Maybe people will enjoy this type of Uzaki-chan more. Maybe that's what people are looking for, is something more like this, you know? You feel threatened by my boobs? So lame. So lame. This is exactly how things are going right now. This picture is this disaster in a nutshell. It's so funny. I think the main problem that occurred with this anime character is that they appeared on this blood drive campaign, and a lot of people thought it was over the top and almost on the verge of sexual harassment. People even talked to the Red Cross and wanted it taken down and were almost about to sue. The Red Cross said that this wasn't warranted for sexual harassment. But I think seeing Uzaki-chan in giant subways on the wall and overwhelmingly in your face in places where you don't want to see her, I can understand how people are getting upset at that. This is by far my favorite redesign, though. And you can see that this person is just hopping on the bandwagon to just hop on the bandwagon. I made this insufferable looking chick actually look 19, Lamau. I have no idea what this anime is about, but this Uzaki girl is the most irritating character design I have ever seen. If you come in my comments saying I ruined her, I promise I don't care. You ruined her. Yeah, you can see this is a giant subway print of her. So if you're trying to catch, a ride to work, you're probably going to come across this if you're in the subway system. Now, I'm not for not thinking out of the box or, taking both ends of the spectrum and kind of making a valid, point at the end of it all. Now, I think go ahead and make your redesigns. Get mad at the characters, totally fine. It's still going to exist, and that's, the main thing of it all. Get out there, show off your redesigns for the world to see. I got to say, I appreciate a lot of them. I think some are totally accurate and amazing, and others are just pure perfection. Now, at the end of the day, I think it's pretty extreme what people are saying about this character. It's just a character when it comes down to it. It's just an anime. It's not that big of a deal. I definitely understand everybody's perspective on this, but my opinion about it all is that it's very extreme what's going on right there with Uzaki-chan. The anime itself is passable. You don't even have to watch it yourself. And it's just an annoying character that I think shouldn't probably be so promoted everywhere so publicly, but is also not something that should be shut down or banned. I mean, the idea of censorship, it's like, come on, people, let's maintain a little freedom here, can we? All right. If you guys want to see more, hey, check out my channel, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys very soon. Everybody take care. Later.